everybody. Hope you're doing good. Hope you've had a good week. It's Sunday, so it's time for me to do my Sunday video, my thank you video, if you will. And so this week I thought I'd do something maybe a little different. I've kind of been thinking last few weeks. I do these videos to thank all of you for watching the channel. Not only new subscribers that have just came on board and are following along, but everybody else that's been here since the beginning or at any point come along. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I find that it's just really neat. It's a special thing to me to think that people care enough about what I have to say or what I have to share or show you that you'll actually take time out of your day to watch the video. And so that's a neat thing. And that's why I do this, is to say thank you to everybody for that. But I also would like to take this opportunity to say, I have a lot to be thankful for. And so that kind of, by doing these every week, it's kind of, like I said, for the last few weeks, I've been thinking about this. It's kind of made me maybe not dig down deep, but realize, I have more to be thankful for than just subscribers on a YouTube channel. And some of these subscribers, obviously, I'm building relationships with. It's kind of weird, I think, sometimes to say friends, since I've never met you, but I do consider several of you friends, especially the ones that have conversations with me, whether it's privately or on the videos. A few people have found me on Facebook, and we've built relationships through there. We email, things like that, and that's really neat. And it's neat to me to think that someday, if who knows, if everything works out, maybe I would meet one of you. Some of you aren't that far away from me. Some of you might be my neighbors for all I know. So that's really cool. And I like to, I just want to say I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I don't take any of this lightly. I understand that none of you have to watch my videos. We don't have to do anything. And so it's really neat to me to see people watch them. It's really neat to me to have people offer suggestions or tips on things that I'm showing in the videos. I've learned a lot already. I've had a lot of people really help me. If you follow my channel, I had a couple of videos about my outdoor wood burner that heats our house. There were some things wrong with it that I wasn't aware of, and thanks to the viewers, to my friends, my YouTube friends, we have fixed those problems, and stove's working better, performing the way it's supposed to, and that's great. Also had gotten some tips on how to do some of the basic things on it a little better and easier, and so that's been wonderful. So I appreciate all that feedback. So I want to say that first and foremost. I am the kind of person that receives feedback very, very well. I until I have an opportunity to determine, if you're just a spiteful person and you're just saying things to be negative or mean, I treat all feedback, no matter what, as a, coming from your heart, that it's something that you feel enough about to share with me and say, hey, you need to do this, or, I've always been that way. I don't, I guess, I don't know if that makes me thick-skinned or what the word for that is, but I always go into relationships with people that everyone's trying to be honest and genuine and give me valuable information. That's how I am, and I guess I just see that in other people. It works out most of the time. 98% of the time, people really are just trying to, they may come across a little harsh, especially, in text, in these forums, the way we write things, it may not communicate exactly the way they were trying to say it. And I'm pretty good at reading between the lines. And I think part of that's because I don't automatically assume someone's being critical or negative towards me. After a few interactions, then maybe I can tell, like, okay, this person is just an unhappy person, and they want to spread that unhappiness. I'm just the opposite. I try my best to find the positive in everything. I'm a firm believer in positivity attracts positivity. So the more positive I am, the more positive things are around me. And I think this channel is proof of that. I'm trying to keep everything as positive and upbeat as I can and share my information that I have, share my knowledge, and that's coming back to me. Others are being positive in their comments and in their liking my videos, and they're sharing their wealth of information and knowledge by giving me suggestions or tips. So enough about that. I could go on about that for a long time. As you can tell, I like to talk, and I could talk about that subject for a long, long time. So I appreciate that. That's great. Keep it up. I really, really do enjoy that and appreciate it. So if you're on the fence and don't know if you should make a comment about something that might take it the wrong way, comment away. And then I'll determine if it's a negative thing or not. But I'll bet you it's not. I bet you if it's coming from your heart, then it's going to be received that way. So as I said, I have a lot to be thankful for in my life, and I think all of us should take some time every now and then to reflect on that. We get caught up in the humdrum of everyday world, and we think that, this is horrible, this is bad, or whatever. And and we hear these messages, you hear them a lot, other people will say the similar kind of thing I'm saying. But honestly, if you're watching this, you're doing okay. That means you have electricity, you have an internet connection, you have a device to watch this on. So you're doing all right. And so that's kind of what I looked at. It's like I have my ups and downs, and I feel like things are going bad, and like, oh, why me? And it's like, you know what? I'm able to make these videos. I have these resources to do it. They're not great. I shoot them on my phone. I don't have a dedicated camera for this, and the quality probably shows in my videos. I live out in the country. I don't have real internet access. We don't even have cable TV. So most of my videos are uploaded and done through my phone because my phone service is better than my internet. I don't even have a phone landline that can have internet provided to me. I have to use it's like an FM receiver type system, bounces off of towers, and my signal is very, very weak. Most of my videos that I make, if it's say a 10-minute video, probably takes me, if I was to only use my internet service, would probably take 12 to 14 hours to upload. And that's not counting the editing. I don't have the best computer software. I shoot the videos on my phone, and then I download them to my computer so that I can edit them a little bit better. The phone limits how I like to edit them. So that whole process of editing them, my computer is really slow, and I have issues there. So that can take a couple of hours, and that eats up a lot of my time. And so this week especially, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I haven't uploaded a video all week. I've had a lot going on, had some issues. I work weird hours at my job. Well, not weird hours. I work second shift, so I only have my mornings. I have about 4 hours every morning to do things, and with the chores around the farm, I don't want to say farm, but around our property, eats up most of my time. So to shoot a video and then edit it and upload it, I don't really have time for that. So probably what's going to happen more and more is I'll be doing videos on the weekend when I have time. So I may upload 1 or 2 over the weekend, and then if I have a chance to shoot something real quick during the week, I will. That'll get a little easier when the weather gets better too. That's my other issue, is my phone, the battery doesn't like the cold, and it'll go dead literally in 30 seconds of me trying to film something outside. So these are the kind of things that, I'm having a lot of fun with this channel. I love it. I could keep going on forever and ever. I'm really having a good time with this. But these little obstacles are frustrating me. And I had to really take a step back and go, you know what? They're speed bumps. They're obstacles. And how, as people, how we handle obstacles that life throws us, I feel like determines who we are and what our character is. So I can't let those things bum me out or keep me down. I can't let those things make me sit there and go, oh, if only, my life's so horrible because I can't upload in 5 minutes. It takes me hours. Whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes I've processed videos and I upload them on my drive into work because I can just set my phone down and let it upload, and I have better internet signal that way. So, you find ways around that. So I just kind of wanted to touch on that for a minute and just share. Here's some things that's happened this week for us. These are everyday. Well, not every day, but these are the kind of things that we have to deal with on a daily basis. And like I said, depending on how well you handle them determines, kind of, to me, determines your character. So, had these issues with my wood stove and had some great viewers point out some things that weren't right on it that I wasn't aware of. This is all new to us. We've only been here a couple of years, and it's how we received, it was with the house when we bought it. So we got those issues taken care of. Everything's working great. It ran for about a day with the new damper and everything, and I did notice a little bit the burn was different. I couldn't tell if it was less wood and that kind of stuff just yet. It hasn't been long enough, but it definitely looks different. Like when I go check it to add wood, it would look more like charcoal than just raging coals. So that tells me, even though it wasn't pulling a lot of draft, it was keeping enough draft in there to keep that stuff burning, and now it was actually shutting down like it's supposed to. So all that said, I'm excited. We're doing good. Getting some really cold weather. So zeros, below zero. And go out to check the stove. And the water temp, it's got a gauge on it that tells me the water temp, and we're keeping it right now around 180, 190-ish, somewhere. I'm still playing with that. I'm still learning where the ideal temperature should be. And it's about 100 degrees, but yet it's got wood in it. There's some coals. The fan was running, I thought. And so I didn't understand what was going on. Well, when I thought the fan was running, it was the bottom blower fan and the top fan. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me back up. Both fans were running. But something weird had happened in the ash. The ash was supposed to fall out, and it created like a bridge, and it was preventing the bottom blower from getting air up underneath the fire to get the fire going. So the top fan was just kind of blowing over it. Well, it put the fire out, but it kept the coals going. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyhow, so we lost a lot of water temp. So I worked, actually stayed up really late that night, got all the ash out in a process that we don't normally have to do. It's got a clean out door down below, and it makes it real easy. I had to take it out from the top. Got ash everywhere. Got the fire back going. Everything was good. Go out the next day. It takes a long time to build the tent back up when it drops that low. So, it's building back up. It's getting good. And then midday on the next day, the blower, the one I just put on, if you watched my maintenance video, brand new blower. It's only been on there a couple months. Quit working. And so if you don't know about that, I can work around it, and we're running it right now. I had to order a new one. It's coming in the mail. But if you're not aware of it, it doesn't burn like it should, obviously. So that was one issue. So I'm kind of, that was Friday. So like, oh boy, what now? Get up Saturday morning, and and like I said, I'm keeping a better eye on the fire now that the top fan's not working, but the bottom fan does a pretty good job of keeping it going. Saturday morning, go out and check it. Everything's good. It's up to temp like it's supposed to be. And then, so I come inside, I'm making breakfast, and our oven quit working in the house. So we don't bake a lot, but I do use the oven, pretty regularly. The top, it's electric stove, so the top burners work fine. The oven doesn't work. So here's what, and it's not, we live, within our means, I guess, but I mean, we don't have a lot of disposable income, and so that's an expense that I'm not prepared for. And I just had to, just the night before, I ordered a blower for my wood stove. Now I got to get a new oven, and it's actually going to have to wait. It's going to wait probably a month. So then later in the day, I'm out splitting firewood, and I can hear the stove. I can hear it running, but I don't really see. It doesn't look like it's burning. So I go over to check on it, and it's got wood and should be doing all right, but the bottom blower, because the top blower's not working right now, felt like it was sucking air instead of blowing air, like it was running reverse. And I'm like, now what, And well, it turned out it was a simple fix. The little flapper that shuts that off, the part that I added to the top blower, on the bottom one, just so happened the little cotter pin that holds it in had broke, and that flapper was stuck down even when the fan was running, so it wasn't able to draw air to blow on it. Quick fix, got it going, everything's good. But these are the kind of things that as each one came up, I'm just like, oh, what I mean? It's like, you're just like, what now? What else can go wrong? Well, I'm here to tell you a lot more can go wrong. And so these little things are really not that big of a deal, and we just have to work through them and move on and be thankful that we are able to work through them. That, I'm thankful that had that stove completely just went out, I do have portable electric heaters I can use in the house to stay warm. We do have a way to switch over to gas. We have propane. It's just not efficient at all, and it goes through a lot of propane. But it would have kept us warm through the night. And that's, when I think about that in this cold weather, and I think about the people that don't have that available to them, it just kind of breaks my heart to think that there are people right now all over the world, our country, our state, our city, whatever, that don't even have the basic, a roof over their head and a way to stay warm. And as one person, there's not a lot I can do about that. I try to help people when I can, and do the right thing, but I can't. There's not a lot I can do about housing every person that needs a home. It's overwhelming to think that in our great nation that we have people in our world really that have these issues. So I don't want to go on too long about all that, but I guess my message is, what I'm trying to say is, first and foremost, I love this channel. I love what I'm doing here, and I love that you, the viewer, are watching. I love that you interact. So I want to say thank you again to everybody who watches the channel, new or not. And just keep on keeping on. I'm going to keep doing what I do. Hopefully you guys keep doing what you do, and we're just going to keep having fun. I got a lot of ideas of videos I want to shoot, and I've said this before, and like I said, I'll probably have to wait till the weather gets a little better, but we're going to have some fun. Real quick side note, this is kind of a small thing to me, a small thing probably to most of you, but big thing to me. A neighbor who has some woods behind my house, literally I don't even have to get on the highway to drive to him, I can drive through the fields, has given me permission to cut firewood out of there. So I'm going to actually start today looking for standing or down dead timber and start bucking that up. And that, just so you know, is a major relief to me because I spend a lot of time scrounging for firewood through Craigslist ads and stuff, trying to find free or super, super cheap. Because, the whole point of us burning the wood is to save money. And, if you have to buy wood, as much wood we go through, it wouldn't be economical. So, great positive, that's one of those things where after a few little bad things happened, that happened. And it turns out he's got property all over. He's a big farmer, row crop, I guess what you call it. They do corn and soy. And so he's asking me more questions like, well, what can I cut? What can I handle? How big? I've got some pretty big saws, as some of you have probably seen in my videos. So I told him, I can pretty much handle anything you got as long as there's, I don't like to get up next to houses and stuff because I'm not a professional and I don't have insurance and all that. I could probably do it, but, I just want to be safe. And he's like, oh no, I've got some fence row trees, that are 3-4 foot around that I'd love to have removed. So it looks like I may have some work for him. Not that he's paying me, but I get the wood. And so that's kind of exciting to me. I thought I'd share that with you guys. So I'm going to wrap this up. It looks like we're going, this is the longest Sunday video I've ever done. So I hope I don't bore everybody. Hope I didn't ramble too much for you guys. But anyhow, I'm just leave on a positive note here. Be good. Do good things, and good things will happen. Be thankful. Just look around and evaluate things and really think about your situation and just be thankful for what you have. Thankful that you're able to watch these videos with me that I make for you. You get what I'm saying. So thank you to everyone. Welcome to the channel for the new people, and we're going to just keep on having some fun. Thanks a lot, you guys. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye now.